What's up, everybody? Doc Dark 195. There's levels to this. Oh, are there levels to this? Listen to me. Sony is the least creative studio, the least creative developer, the least creative company of this generation. It, hands down. Shout out to my man UGK of Art on Twitter. He hit me up, sent me a DM, and told me about this rumor. Now, this is just a rumor, right? But I haven't seen many people fight back against this rumor, and this is a type of rumor that you need to fight back against, because if this happens, this is ridiculous. They're going to remake or remaster The Last of Us Part 2? Do you know when artists start remastering, remaking, repackaging things is when they're losing their creativity? They have nothing else new. So they put out a deluxe anniversary album with a whole bunch of old tracks that you've already heard, but they put them all, package them all together. They're going to make a PS5 version of Horizon Zero Dawn. Are you out of your mind, Sony? Are you out of your... Listen, PlayStation already is horrible with the copy and paste, and everyone that wants to pretend and lie, every single banger has a freaking bow and arrow in it. Name your favorite PlayStation game the last 10 years, it's got a bow and arrow in it. That's ridiculous. I'm finally glad I'm seeing people saying that Spider-Man 2 looks the same as Spider-Man 1, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but you're not going to sit here and tell me that there's no creative juice behind it. What's the creative juice? Spider-Man is already a character. He's already been developed. They're bringing it to life. What are they doing? And I swear. Listen, I'm a mark it right now. If you gotta collect book bags in Spider-Man Part 2, and some of you fools gonna go out there and collect freaking book bags just to get the trophy. You know what? I'm not gonna knock you for that. The Last of Us Part 2, remake, whatever. Because remember, at this point, you can't really tell the difference between a remaster and a remake. Let me show you something. UGK of Art. My man has been following me on YouTube and Twitter for a minute. And so much so that he himself is an artist. He sent me this a long time ago, okay? Check this out. If this ain't dope, I don't know what it is. Look at that. Do y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Look at that. He sent me this, okay? He made this and then sent it to me. It's got Superman holding the Xbox Series X, and he's stepping on something. What is he stepping on? This is fire. I keep it on my mantle right there with my Xbox controllers and everything, okay? So for all of you that be like, oh, he's a pony. You ain't got art. You ain't got custom-made art like me. Sit down. You ain't got custom-made art like me. I'll go ahead and put his description under if he allows me to, in case you want to hit him up. But that's custom artwork. If UGK of Art hit me up and he said to me, hey, yo, Doc, I want to go ahead and make you something else, right? I was like, oh, yeah, that's what's up, man. Go ahead and make something. I guarantee you he's probably not going to remaster that. He's going to come up with something new. His creative juices are flowing. He's going to figure out something new. Why can Sony not create anything new? I'm going to tell you why. The very same thing that you said Game Pass does to gaming, $70 games and high budget does to gaming. These games are so freaking expensive to make that they can't take a risk. They can't do something different. They gotta give you the same thing that you've been playing over and over again because they know that's what you like and they're terrified to risk something new. But if you put your game on Game Pass, you got nothing to lose. That's why there's so many different things to play. You won't understand it. Sony will never take a risk. They'll never take a risk. They don't have the testicular fortitude to take a risk. That's why everything seems similar. And if you think it doesn't, you're not being genuine. I think the most different game that they dropped was probably Ratchet and Clank, right? Compared to the third action over the shoulder bow and arrow, you can only in Horizon Forbidden West, you can only grapple specific things. In God of War, you can only grapple specific things. In Horizon Forbidden West, you can only climb specific walls. In God of War, you can only climb specific walls. In Uncharted, you can only climb specific. What are we? How much more do you want me to prove to you? How much more do you want me to prove to you? It's real easy to make something look beautiful when you can't interact with it. Real easy. Real easy to make a rock in a mountain look beautiful when if you walk up to it, touch it, nothing happens to it. Dog, Halo you be grappling everything in Halo, everything, even enemies' guns out of their hands. It's a different level. It's a different level. But now they're gonna just remaster them. Do you know how lazy that is? And nobody's saying anything? This is bad right now for Sony. Sony's looking horrible. Everyone's concerned about Microsoft. Shout out to my dude, King Thrash. That man is dedicated to the cause. Let me tell you, if I ever go to war, I want him on my side. Cause when he down to ride for you, he down to ride. Now my man's changing the narrative, saying that Xbox is that because Microsoft bought Xbox, that PlayStation is more important to Microsoft than Xbox is. What? What? That now the Xbox is not necessary even more. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't. What? I applaud you, dog. I applaud you, dude. Listen, and for anyone that wants to say anything, he is definitely one of my favorite content creators. My man is entertaining, it's crazy, and I'm hey, sorry, man. I can't stop watching this dude. This dude to me is hilarious. But back to the topic at hand. King Thrash has more creativity than Sony Studios. I don't think I've ever seen him remaster one of his freaking videos. No one's gonna say anything. Nobody's gonna say anything. Hey, you know what I want? I want PlayStation to compete. I want PlayStation to actually do something to compete and make Xbox better. That's what I want them to do. So I want them to try different things. I want them to try different ideas. Instead of this copy and paste stuff, man. This is ridiculous. Well, I know it's gonna ruffle some feathers, and some of y'all are gonna try real hard to give examples of games that aren't similar. Go ahead, try your best. Go ahead and try your best. I mean, you know what they are creative with, though? What Sony is creative with? With their marketing. Boy, are they creative with their marketing. Could only run on the PS5 SSD is what makes it possible. Really? The PS5 SSD is what makes it possible? I'm just a gamer. I don't need to know how it works. But a lie is a lie is a lie is a lie. If it can run on a mechanical hard drive or a HDD or whatever it is, if it can run on anything other than that PS5 SSD, I don't care how it was done. You still lied to me. I don't need to understand how it was done. I'm not a technical engineer. You said it could only run on the PS5 SSD. That's what made it possible for it to rift. Now it's going to be rifting without the PS5 SSD. Sony lied. But they lied about We Believe in Generations as well. No creative backbone in anything. Right now, at all these companies, I would say what Nintendo's probably the most creative, and they just keep recycling their IPs. Game Pass is the place to go if you want to play and try different experiences. This is just the truth. Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. We out. Peace.